Hey everyone, it's cold. It truly is, and the wind. I don't know if you could hear it, but this van is rocking and rolling. I left the place where I was at and I came back into Magnolia Beach. I don't know, I just feel I need to stay here until I'm ready to go, or till the weather allows me to go. Gosh, this is ridiculous. This weather is so ridiculous. You know, I can't remember ever having a winter like this. I really can't. I don't know. I don't know why it's so. Maybe it's global warming. Could be. But anyway, this is the worst winter I have ever spent to my recollection. I mean, up north, yeah, okay. When I lived up north, yeah, we had snow. That was expected. But we're in the south. We're on the beach. And this is not, I don't comprehend it anyway. Anyway, I told you in my last video I would explain why I really didn't want to go on that ferry. I really don't like to go in the water. I don't like to go over bridges that go over water. And some of you may understand it, and some of you will say I'm crazy, but that's okay because this is a fact for me. But I've always had a certain fear of water all my life. When I was little, I always had this kind of fear of it, and I loved the water. I love it, but I'm afraid of it. I'm always thinking I'm going to drown, I'm going to drown, I'm going to drown. So, years later, still having that fear, I started doing meditation and started really getting into the spirituality of life. And I came to the realization that I had a past life. And in my past life, I could see myself. I was murdered. I was not a female, I was a male. And the way I was murdered was by drowning. When that picture came into my head, I realized why I have the fear now. And I do. I really have a fear of going over water. If I go on a beach, I don't go any higher than my ankle. I will not go into it. I freak out. So that's my story on my fear of water. Some may believe it, some may not. That's up to the individual. But that's why I have such a fear of water. And when I go over water, I have flashbacks, and I'm a nervous wreck. When I go over a bridge and there's water underneath it, I'm a nervous wreck. So, yeah, that's my story. Anyway, I already had to stop a dispute out here. There's some people that are parked by the van. By the bathrooms. And they connect it to the electric in the bathroom. Well, some other camper did not like the idea, which they should not be connected to the electric, okay? They should not. But anyway, the camper, the people went and they got into a big argument with the people that were in that camper about the electric, and I just happened to walk up there at the time that they were starting to have this little tit for tat thing, and the lady that was arguing about the electric, being them, the other people being connected to the electric, stopped and started telling me all about it. I said, well, yes ma'am, I know they're not supposed to be connected to it, But, so when the lady and the man left, I went over to the people that were connected. And I tried to explain to them very nicely, you know, the reason that we don't have showers is because people abused it. And by connecting to the bathroom electric, somebody is going to end up complaining about it. They'll call the ranger or whoever it is that's in charge, and they're going to turn off the electric to the bathrooms. And then that's not going to benefit anybody. And she explained to me that her child has an inhaler, a nebulizer. That's what it really was. She said inhaler, and that has to be connected. I said, well, I'll tell you what, maybe when he needs it, you can connect it long enough for him to be able to use it and then disconnect it again. I said, you know, I don't think too many people will complain about that, but they will complain about y'all using that electric in there. So they said, well, I wish the other lady was as nice as you. I said, well, ma'am, I said, some people don't know how to approach other people. And even, you know, it always sounds negative, but it really, maybe they didn't mean for it to sound like that, but that's just the way some people approach other people. So they thanked me for explaining things in that manner where they could understand and abide by the rules. And I thought that was really nice, and I appreciated it very much. And, you know, what can I say? It seems like wherever I go, I've got to do something that I don't really want to get into, but sometimes you have to, you know. Anyway, guys, I love you all. Peace, love, hugs.